Hello, and welcome to the Shai Creative. It has taken me a few years to develop a routine that works for me. That means I can get all my creative endeavours done so that I can focus on my writing, my art, my photography, and anything else that I love to do. And being a creative, it means I have to stay organised. Writing my novel is so important to me. It is the first thing that I do in my day. I always make sure that my desk is set up in a particular way. It is clean, neat and tidy and keeps me focused. I always make sure that I have a drink with me. I have lights that I have on. I just have a particular atmosphere that I like to write in. And my room is perhaps usually darker than what most might prefer, but I love this because it means I can focus on what's in front of me and I don't get distracted. So a clear desk and having nothing that opens up like social media or email, just keeping those things closed is so important because I know that it's easy to go down that rabbit hole. So my writing, because it is so important to me, I make sure it is the one thing that gets my attention at the premium part of my day, which is first thing in the morning. There are several things for me that are really important when it comes to writing. First of all, my app is open first thing. I have it set so that it comes on when I log on, and the timer, I always make sure I set an hour for my writing, and I know that that's the time I have. If I have longer, then that's great, but I always make sure I get a minimum of an hour first thing, and that is my focus. Music is really important to me when I'm writing. I have a wonderful playlist on Spotify and it's probably about 9 hours long now, but it is my best companion and always gets me into my writing space. When I've finished writing, the next thing I do is focus on my drawing. It's what I call pencil time. My pencil time is when I spend an hour or so perhaps sitting and focusing on something that is a challenge, something I need to improve, and at the moment it's drawing the hand. And I absolutely enjoy it. It is a challenge, but that's the only way that you get better, by spending time practicing. I always have an audiobook playing. I love sitting there and drawing, and I've got an Audible book going, and it's just wonderful. It's the most relaxing time that I find to have something playing and I'm drawing. I really cannot imagine a better way to spend my time. I'm in control of my day. I don't have to be anywhere else but right here, drawing, working on perfecting my skills, improving my drawing knowledge. I don't think I would ever want to stop learning, because if I want to improve my art skills, then I will keep going. This routine has taken a while to build. I draw straight after my writing and I've anchored it to my writing because it's what I do every day. So when I'm writing and I'm finished, then I set my desk up. I have my drink, I might have some fruit or whatever. I've got my audiobook, and now I can just get on with practicing my drawing, working on my pencil time. I enjoy being in my art space so much that I often have to remind myself to get up, leave the house and go for a walk, get some fresh air and refresh my mind actually. So after my writing and pencil time, I'll go and get some exercise, go for a walk. I think it's really important to have a personal project that you do. Doesn't matter what it is. When you're a creative, having your own personal project, something that people aren't asking you for, that there's no agenda for it, but something that you can focus on, that you love. And I have my A2 projects that I'm drawing, focusing on the male figure, and I love it. I'm really having a great time. It's teaching me so much about myself, about my art, my style, how I like to work. There is no one who's asking me to do this. There's no reason for me other than what I like to do. I think it's important for creatives to have something that they do, that they enjoy, that's for no one else but themselves. And then whatever you choose to do with it, whether you choose to sell your work, it doesn't matter. But having a personal project as a creative, I think is really important. This particular project is a series of male figures, size A2, and it really has taught me so much about drawing. And although I never studied the figure in perhaps what some might call a conventional way, I've been learning as I go along. And I've really enjoyed it. It's been amazing, the things that I've learned, and finding the right materials to teach me the right ways to learn. I'm very lucky because I'm quite dedicated. When I want something, when I decide that there's something I'm going to do, I am focused and nothing distracts me, nothing stops me. I suppose I learned that from my times when I was writing. I wrote a lot when I was younger and I allowed other people's negativity to put me off, and so I stopped writing for quite some time. But having my novel that I'm working on now has been amazing, and with this A2 project, these figures, doesn't matter what anyone says, this is my work, my drawings, and I will not let anyone talk me out of it. And I would certainly encourage you that if you are finding that people are critical of your work or trying to put you down, go back to the reason why you're doing it. Because if it's for yourself, if you're doing it because it's your project, something you enjoy, I'm going to encourage you to keep going. And don't let anyone put you off. Don't let anyone stop you. This is your creative journey. It's your creativity. Walk it and enjoy it and make it your own. This wall easel, I've mentioned in a previous video just how much I appreciate it, and I really cannot say enough just what a difference this has made to my work. I don't have a huge space, but this has enabled me to create larger pieces of work, and when I need more space, all I need to do is put the two boards together, and now I can broaden the space in which I'm working. And it's marvelous because I'm not confined to just a small piece of paper. I'm not confined to my desk. I can actually have my work up and it's vertical and I can look at it head on, and I find it much easier to work with, and it helps me to keep my work in proportion too.